Today I'm going to be doing the tradition of the one bullet to see how we do in the Arena Open. Always do one, because they give you enough gold throughout the month or so between the Arena Opens that it's sort of free to play if you're not spending your gold on anything else. And then if you do hit into day 2, you get a fair amount of gems, and then of course you can win the elusive $2,000, which is the ultimate goal. So as is tradition here, I'm going to show you guys what I open up in the pool, and then from there kind of build the deck and kind of go in stages. So we get a new card back. Very nice. Drum roll, please. All right. Hey, I got my first 6. Okay, let's see here. Ulamog is probably too difficult to do. There's an Ugin's Binding, which could work in Simic. Soul Trader, been relatively unimpressed with. Devourer of Destiny is another nice big Eldrazi. We've got Flare of Cultivation, Invert Polarities. Okay, I don't really like the Is It space. And 6 is probably our best rare by far. So I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm just pick out the cards that are interesting to me, and then I'll meet you on the other side. All right, just a quick wave 1. Looks like we're deepest in green. We don't have a whole lot of really great red to go for the green-red space. So we might be in more of like a Temur area so that I can play the Ugin's Binding, which I didn't include here. But it definitely doesn't look like we're able to support like a black space, and white looks pretty thin as well. So I'm going to do my best here to build something in probably the blue, red, green space, maybe just the green red space, and see how it looks. I'll show you guys wave 2. But we definitely got some good stuff in green. All right, here's the final build. So I did decide to bring in the one blue so that we can play the Ugin's Binding. I do think that since we have 3 hits that can trigger it, it gives us a decent win condition, and the splash is relatively free because we have the 3 fetch lands for blue as well as the Dryad. And then Drowner of Truth is also a MDFC and can be a tapped green or blue source. So really giving me 5 sources of, or 6 sources of blue for a single card should be relatively doable. And it's not double pip or anything. So kind of treating this one as more of a late game win condition. And then we're a little bit low on creatures. I was tempted to bring in one Breaker of Creation, and but I don't think this deck needs another 7-drop. We can also use this to cycle, and this can be played as a land. So there's some flexibility if we do have them in our opening hand. Then we've got the Titan's Vanguard, which I think is probably the best card in the deck. Debatable between Titan's Vanguard and 6, but we've got the 2 Repurposers and the Dryad to give us some colorless mana, as well as the Propagator Drones to help us with the double pip for Devourer of Destiny. We also have the Fleshraker, which I think will want all 4 of the landscape. So especially since we're running the blue land, I decided to keep the Foreboding Landscape. And then as far as our interaction goes, we have the Horrific Assault and Galvanic Discharge. Siege Smash is a combat trick, as well as Gift of Viper, and the Sundering Eruption is another kind of late game win condition like the Ugin's Binding. And then Rail and the Implicit Mage can be a very devastating card for our opponent. I think it's a little bit matchup dependent, but definitely nice that we have it as an option. So the deck looks pretty sweet. Void Pouncers feel a little bit weak here, but not too bad. Being able to kick them with our colorless mana as potential 5-drops if we get them later in the curve. Otherwise, we're just playing them out as 3/1s. Feels okay. Works. Get all of these devoid creatures get pumped by the Titan's Vanguard. So all in all, pretty good. Wish I had gotten a Writhing Chrysalis, but again, my another sealed pool without Writhing Chrysalis. So I'm gonna take a quick little break and then we'll get to the games. All right, we're on the play. We have our blue. So we cycle the landscape to get red, play out the Void Pouncer on turn 2, play out Repurposer or 6 on turn 3. And then we've got Titan's Vanguard on 5, which we can play with the either by hitting a land after we play Repurposer or by replaying the landscape with 6. Oh, it has to be the milled cards, not the ones in your graveyard. Okay. Non-land permanents cards in your graveyard have retrace. I haven't played with 6 before, so seems good though. I get the pets off the field. Now, could wait to pop this until their turn to give them less information. I tend to just do it for quality of life, just it's okay. They can know that I'm red. Okay, so when this attacks, it mills 3. Alright, so we're probably going to trade the Void Pouncer for the Charge Bug. Don't really care about that trade too much. And then I guess if I don't trade it, I can pump it. Okay, so yeah, maybe we don't trade the Charge Bug, because I'm going to go into the Vanguard. And I do think I want to just go for ramping to the Vanguard. We can play the Sundering Eruption for 3 life if we don't draw a land. Okay, let's hold on to the Sundering Eruption then, and just go with the Sheltering Landscape to pump this into a 4/4 and this into a 4/2. Then this will trade with the Shadow Spinner. Didn't want to trade it with the Shadow Spinner. Makes me think they have removal for the Titan's Vanguard then. We can always bring it back with 6, right? Ah, okay. What? Oh, to give the lifelinker Menace. Okay. That seems fine. We take 4, they gain back 3. Some good dig, though. I didn't think about that line. So they go to 15. Right, they get the 6/6. Okay. That was pretty good. Okay, Ral in the Implicit Maze, not looking particularly good on this board. Sundering Eruption, we can hit them for 15 though, right? If I just Sundering Eruption, they're dead. Because whenever this attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control. Yeah, so I think Sundering Eruption here, they're just toast. Definitely don't want to target the landscape because they can fizzle this, I think. So, looks like probably hit black. One colorless, I don't think there's anything they can do. Good thing we didn't play that Sundering Eruption, eh? Okay, so we've got all three colors if we want to do the landscape to go find blue. We've got Void Pouncer on 2, 6 on 3, Aberration on 4. Seems pretty good. I think with 3 lands we can cycle this to go find... Well, we could go find red for the card that we have in hand. It's probably better to go find the color that we have on the draw. Guess we don't have to cycle it, actually. We could just hold on to it until later. Makes it more likely that I'll find land 4. And we need colorless for the Wumpus Aberration anyway. Okay. Actually, I think I'm just going to try to go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and not cycle here. Counterspell this. Aether Spike it, please. Dang it. Okay, opponent is on 2 landscapes and blue-green, so we're probably up against other big Eldrazi. Since I already have the lands in hand, I think it's probably better here to do the 6 instead of the Repurposer, because we don't have anything we're ramping to on 5. I guess I could do the Repurposer into Galvanic Discharge and Wumpus next turn. I don't think we have anything we need to Galvanic Discharge, though, so I say we just get 6 down on the ground. I could have traded the Pouncer for the 1/1. That doesn't feel great. See if they have removal. Okay, so they have Raven Charm. That hurts a little bit. Do I like Repurposer into Galvanic Discharge? Don't think so. We just keep deploying our big threats here. Ooh, actually, setting up a Rouse would have been good, eh? So I think next turn what I want to do is go fetch red, set up Rouse next turn. Guess Void Pouncer isn't getting through the Meddler. See. So next turn I can go Repurposer, Horrific Assault on the Meddler, hit in for 3. So I think I'll just go with no blocks here. Okay. Looks pretty good. Wipe their board next turn. We got Gift of the Viper for Wumpus Aberration as well. This is the 6-mana pass, though. Makes me think they might have something. Don't think I want to sack the token to keep up the Gift of the Viper. I mean, it's a fair amount of damage on the Aberration, and what else am I saving the Eldrazi for? Okay, so I think something's gonna die here. Like, 6 mana pass, right? Just go to 4? Okay. Oh, they're just drawing. Okay. I like that. Death Touch Trample, I think, is going to be our win con next turn. How do I get out of this pickle? Leaving up blue-green. Counterspell, maybe? They counterspell my Gift of the Viper. I could see that working. They play a creature and go block, block. Maybe? Okay. Hydra not bestowed. Alright, let's see what they got. I guess discarding the landscape gives me more stuff to potentially draw into. So we can Void Pouncer now. That's interesting. They go block, block. I wish I could keep the Gift of the Viper up. I get Galvanic Discharge for 3. That doesn't help me. Void Panzer would come down as another lethal threat, though. Say they have Bounce for the Aberration. They eat my 3/3. I think I'm going to play these after combat and go for just playing them out as 3/1s and a Propagator Drone. Alright. So far they're taking 5. So we just let this happen. Utter insignificance. They're tapped out. Then Gift of the Viper on the 3/1 is just lethal. Nice. Okay, we've got a dead card with Ugin's Binding. The price of including that card went back and forth on whether or not to do that. We've got Vanguard on 5, but we have the ability to stall with the Galvanic Discharges, and Titan's Vanguard is one of our better cards. So it's a risky keep, but I'm going to keep it. And we've got enough lands. I think thinning could be okay here. We do want to hit land 5, but with 4 in hand already, we're pretty likely to hit turn 5. So I think I will fetch green. Could just leave it as a colorless source, I suppose. We do draw Wumpus. But I need to top deck something other than lands, because I don't want to just play this out as my first card on turn 5. Propagator Drone. Okay, we probably just shoot Propagator Drone with the Galvanic Discharge. Seems fine. I'll do it sorcery speed, so there's no way for them to protect it with revitalizing repast or some sort of shenanigan. Okay, so now we can Galvanic Discharge the Repurposer, which then ramps them to 5, so we don't really want to do that. So I think what we're doing is just play 6 out. Help us find the blue for binding. Okay, their deck's good. Malevolent Rumble, Dread Mask, Repurposer. They got a plan. Man, do I risk losing 6? Eh, they didn't bluff it. I think I would have taken the 3 if they attacked there. Void Pouncers, we don't have the colorless for Void Pouncer. Kind of tempted to just shoot Repurposer and attack with 6. Maybe shoot it post-combat. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do it post-combat. Never mind, what am I thinking? And then we can put the Bouncer out to be able to get buffed by the Vanguard. Feels okay. They have a way to pump the Repurposer. Maybe I should do this for 4. Okay. Let's see, if I mill the island, I think I'd rather play the island out. No, I'm going to play the red anyway. Would have been nice to have some evolution witnesses or something with this. It does give me the colorless to do Void Bouncer. I think 4-2 for 2 seems fine. I think of the matches so far, yeah, the Ugin's Binding I think is going to be pretty important here. Cascade into an Evolution Witness? Oh man, okay. Chris is not messing around. They can get back the Repurposer. I'd rather use this to go get blue, I think. I don't want to bounce the Annoyed Altasaur until I have lethal. I think. Let's see, yeah. Just gonna play out the Bountiful Landscape because it's the card they know. So what does Retrace do again? You may cast a card with Retrace from your graveyard by discarding a land, in addition to playing its other costs. Okay. So we can replay the Titan's Vanguard if I hold on to lands in my hand to discard. So we'll probably just cycle this for blue. I don't think it matters. Hold on to the other 2 lands here. Oh, shoot. Well, that was a pretty good answer. Okay, Gift to the Viper is +1/+1 reach and Death Touch. So I can replay the Void Pouncer. I could attack with the Void Pouncer. Vigilance counter on the Altasaur. I could also trade the Void Pouncer with the gift. Don't want to bounce the Altasaur. Can't bounce the Altasaur anyway. They just take it though, then they're attacking for 6, I'm attacking for 5. Yeah, I think I just say your go here. Which is not great because this target creature control gains double strike. Maybe they're gonna swing with the... I mean, they're definitely gonna swing with the double strike 6/5, right? And then they can bring it back. And I need to hold lands for the Retrace. They can adapt here. Get back repurposer or propagator drone. It's not looking good. I guess maybe they would have adapted with the evolution witness and just blocked there. Oh, bring back... Wait, you can bring back equipment with this? Oh, it's just permanent. I thought it was creature. They could have so much here. Pretty sure I have the 2-for-1 myself. And they just slam the Colossal Dread Mask. They get a 6/6. Exiling my Titan's Vanguard was so brutal with 6. I was hoping to replay it. So I'm going to go find blue here. Question is, should I double thin? Should I hold on to the colorless? We do have Devourer, which needs double. With Glaring Flesh Raker, and we have Wumpus. So I think we have enough that I just want to hold on to at least one landscape. Okay. Bouncing the token is pretty nice, because then we don't have Double Strike coming at us. It's an instant, so that's definitely... We're going to do that for sure. So I do have 7 mana, which means I can't do the Void Pouncer and the Binding, which is awkward. So I guess I'll just bring back the Void Pouncer without kicking it. Alright. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. So if I have something. Should I do it now? Or after they've already attacked? I don't think there's any benefit to doing it later. I think let's do it now so we can decide whether or not we need to double block. Yeah, we don't want to double block. So this is a prey moment. Oh, we could get back into this if I can do... If I can hit a 7-cost card. Bounces everything of theirs. We flooded out too. We got a 20% chance to hit a land. Okay. Well, let's see if we can recover. Still gonna just hang out until we can trigger the binding. We're just dead though. 16 trample damage. Okay, 7 drop off the top, please. Death touch. Oh yeah, there's just no way we win. I guess I could have attacked with 6 to try to hit something off of the mill. It's too bad. Okay, we've got 3 lands. Ooh, 4 lands, 5 lands with the Drowner of Truth. We've got a Devourer of Destiny as a 7-drop and Drowner of Truth as a 7-drop. I think I have to mulligan this. Okay, this at least has a turn 2 play, but no green. We have a lot of green. I think we can keep this, put back the gift, pray for green. Deck has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 sources of green. Lead out with the mountain here in case I want to Galvanic Discharge their 2-drop. Don't think I want to Galvanic Discharge that. Okay. I think getting green is more important than playing down a 3-1. Just take 1 here. That's interesting. Okay. Being able to time walk them there for 1 mana was pretty sweet. That's a pretty good one to get with Abstruse Appropriation. I think I will sacrifice it though to kick the Void Pouncer, because we have 1 colorless here. Might make it so that I can't do the Devourer of Destiny, but following turn I Nightshade Dryad? I guess I could also Nightshade Dryad and cycle the Tusker. It's not great. So they're going to play a Repurposer. I think let's just get in for the damage. This could definitely be wrong. Five, 3, deal 5 damage immediately feels pretty good though. Truce, this is a good black-white card for sure. Kind of glad they didn't play the Repurposer, because the Repurposer blocks here pretty well. Trading this with Knight feels okay. Okay, Drowner of Truth, that's interesting. So I'm at 4 lands, this would put me at 5. If I draw a land, I'd be at 6. So I'm going to play this out as a tap land for sure. Play the Dryad out, and then if we hit a landscape, we can do the Devourer, otherwise we can do the Warp Tusker. Trade the Void Pouncer for the Knight. Okay. Okay, so we're at 6. Come on, land drop is a good spot to be when you can play any card you draw or draw a land. Kite could be a problem, but we have big reach. That's fine. Nice. Hit the land. And then this gives me the 1/1 spawn to be able to play Devourer next turn. They could... I think we've got their board answered pretty well. As long as their last card isn't removal. Hey, 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 no touchy. Lethal Throwdown? Sack the Germ? Okay, no. This is good. Alright, so this one, when you cast a spell, exile target permanent that's one or more colors. So I guess we just exile the Gargoyle. Because this is colorless. Guess I could get rid of the Afterlife flyer as well. Oh, and we got 6, huh? Okay. They've got chump blockers for days, though. So I think we just do this. Exile the Gargoyle. Or the Indebted Spirit. I think it's the Gargoyle. I don't like the Gargoyle with the Kite. I don't like the Hexgold Slith with the Kite either. I just don't like Kite. Kite's scary. I guess actually I could have exiled the Kite. Oh, maybe that was the right move. Exile the Kite. There it is. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that was definitely the right move. And then, are we okay with them equipping and hitting in the air on a race? 4, 5, 6, 7? I think so. I guess the upside to this is that I can attack. If they had the 2/2, they'd be able to multiple block. Okay. Got another reach, which should help. So if they re-equip the... So if they equip the Kite to the Slith, and then start hitting in with a beefy flyer every turn, that's, I think, where we're kind of in trouble. That's why I should have gotten rid of the... Yeah, because if I gotten rid of the Kite, then the 6/6 answers the 2/1 and the 2/2. Oh shoot, Glasswing Grace is not good to see. Lifelink is cheat. That was a good top deck. Our top deck was less good. Okay, so we want to hold on to the lands for Retrace. I think I can send Devour here, though, and hold back Warp Tusker. I could play out the Void Pouncer as a 3/1. Hexgold Slith answers it, but that's it. We wait a turn, I'd have to tap the colorless off the Dryad to kick it as a 5/3. And that still gets answered just by the 3/3 here. Let's see if they chump block. I think I like just holding it for a turn. Let's see, what did they top deck this time? No removal for my Warp Tusker, please. Thraben Charm would do it. Dog Umbra would do it. Yeah, but if they kill the Warp Tusker, we just bring it back, right? So maybe they're thinking about killing 6. They can make it into a 6/5 flyer with the kite. Still doesn't get past the Tusker. Oh ho! Okay, Rouse is interesting. Gets rid of their 1/1 flyers, which they probably are going to chump block with. Kind of like, let's just play the Void Pouncer out and swing the Void Pouncer and the Devourer of Destiny. You can kick if it's coming from your hand, right? Or kick from exile? Yeah, okay. Pressure. And I got my Repurposer back. Now I can play that with Retrace. That's pretty nice. Rouse gets rid of 2 chump blocks next turn. Okay, come on, last card's a land, please. Okay. So that would trade with Devourer now. Wait, what? Uh-oh. So they have to have like a -3/-3 for Tusker. I can't just take it. Next turn, also, I won't necessarily be able to replay the Tusker. Go to 16. Well, actually, wait, I could just take it. 12, 14, 15 damage. I'd be 1 damage shy. Why did they need to give it first strike? If it's -5, -3/-3, that wouldn't have needed first strike. I'm just gonna take it. Okay, so Retrace has to be specifically a land. I'm nervous if they have removal for Tusker, then I'm just dead. One damage shy. Do we risk it on the removal? They didn't have removal before. I don't want to get the 6 attack in. Because then I could play the Void Pouncer. I'm not sure that's actually necessary, is it? With the Retrace. Maybe it's best to hold this back. Plan to multiple block the Slith next turn. Shoot. If I draw a land, I can Void Pouncer. But it has to be in my hand, so it can't be off of Rouse. Okay, I lose my colorless this way, so I can't play the Wumpus Aberration. Well, I mean, I probably can. They probably don't have a creature card on their hand in their hand. You have a fight spell? What's your last card? It didn't attack that round, so the first strike needed to be necessary. I don't understand why the first strike would be necessary. See, I could retrace, doesn't really help me here with the Void Pouncer. Six, I couldn't retrace anyway, so I can play them until the end of my next turn, so I think I will go with this. We're at 22 cards. Ooh, Sundering Eruption. Oh, Sundering Eruption's probably lethal. Wow. Okay, we can play both, right? Alright, let's start with Horrific Assault. And then Sundering Eruption. Ah, it's 8 damage. What's your last card? It was a Wither and Bloom. Okay. That's fine. So you're still dead on board then, right? Get wrecked. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it can still block. It still has... it still has... It has flying. What am I thinking? So if they block here, they go to 16. I can't attack like that. What am I... That was a huge punt. Be at 8. Why did I do that? Yeah, that was not ideal. The Sundering was terrible. Okay, I punted. That was a big punt. I thought I would make it not be able to block, and yeah, really screwing up. Oh god, if they have removal for Tusker. I have no colorless now to kick. If I lose this game, it's no one's fault but my own. Should have been able to outvalue them here. Yeah. Crap. If you got removal for my 6 on your top deck, then you just have the perfects, and I'm so sad. Okay. Wait, that's huge. Okay, so I can't retrace anything, but I can just do Repurposer into Aberration. Eventually we'll hit a land. Oh, well, actually, yeah, okay, I need to do that. Ah, okay, so they can make that into a 4/5 lifelinker. They go to 12, but then they're dead on board, right? Please draw a land. Please, can you draw a land? They're probably saying the same thing to me, though. But then I have Retrace with 6, right? Okay. There we go, we drew a land. Ral's Implicit looks pretty good because I bet they block a 6/6, right? Implicit Mage probably wipes their board after. Prevent the card draw. Could also can't void Pouncer with the kicker. I think I'm going to go for the Ral's Implicit Mage. So I need 6 to be alive post-combat, but everything else is decent. They lose 2 life, they go to 6, then 9. So this would put them to 1. I think I just want to get rid of their lifelinker, right? Guess if I had done that pre-combat, then maybe I had lethal off of the weird. Sheesh. Okay, 6, hard carrying my punts on that one. Time for a break. All right, let's do this thing. Okay, we've got Devour of Destiny and no early plays, so gotta mull this. Okay. This one's a little bit better. We have 2 lands. We've got Galvanic Discharge. Stall until we find green. Probably put back the Binding. It's a lot of lands to hit into our double 5s, though. I want to go to 5, though. So this is a bit of a rough hand. Okay. I can bind green, so I can Propagator Drone on 2. I think that's better than leading out with the tap land. Does make it harder to find land drops later, though. So this is probably Mountain into Propagator Drone. Nice. Keep them coming. I don't have a turn 3 play, so I don't think I need to play the tap. Yeah, we're not playing the tap land. Okay, we're up against white. And drumroll. Green. Okay, white-green. Next turn looks like a good turn to put the tap land down. The Galvanic Discharge, then turn 4 is make a drone, get the Titan's Vanguard down. Growl and the Implicit Mage is pretty good against green-white outside of the Watchdogs. I guess I could wait to see if I draw a mountain, because if I draw a mountain, then I maybe want to hold on to the Sundering Eruption. A Repurposer is a great turn 3 play. I like that. There's your answer. Don't really want to Galvanic Discharge the Repurposer. I think what that means is I just go find green here. We can always play this out as land 5 if we don't find it. I guess I could Galvanic Discharge if we could do the Rowls the following turn. And then I could Galvanic Discharge the Repurposer and then swing. But if they ramp into something big and scary, I'm kind of screwed, right? But I think I'm going to end up doing the Galvanic Discharge on it anyway, at some point. So I guess I'll just do it now. Maybe for some reason they don't use them, and then I can do the Ral. Possibly. Doing next turn to just make a spawn token also feels pretty bad. And then I could play this out as a tap land. Hey, they didn't sack their token so far, so there's a chance. Ooh, Gift of the Viper works pretty well here. So it's 3 land, it's 3 life if I draw a land. If I draw a land, it's fine. I think I'm just going to play this out as a tap land, though, and save the 3 life. Gift to trade Envoy feels okay. Might even Rouse the next turn instead. Oh, but if I wait, see, they can outlast. They have to tap to outlast, so they can't attack. Maybe it was better to hang back with that. And play it defensively. Oh, I guess I could have made a token. The upside too is I could have done. If I didn't play it as a tap land, I could have made a token this turn with the Propagator Drone, which would then get a +1/+1 counter on it and another one. So actually, that would have been probably worth doing. Don't use your toe. Don't use your spawn. Leave your spawn alone. That's fine. I'd much rather than use that now. Well, wait, why'd they sacrifice the Envoy and not the Marauder? Wait, why would you... What? Because, like, green, black to play the Marauder, then you can outlast the Envoy, and you're left with a 3/4 lifelinker? just wipe your board this way. It's fine. Definitely Rowl's next turn. See, they were going for the lockout. It's kind of cool, because then with the Nantuko, you're constantly spawning. The problem is you have to sacrifice non-token, right? So, like, you'd end up having to sacrifice your own Accursed Marauder. See, do they have blue, or is it just white? Okay, so they're just strictly Abzan. I think I will discard the forest here. Okay, thin the deck a little. This is the saddest Titans Vanguard I've ever played. So if I hadn't played the tap land out, I could have pumped a 0/1 this turn. Not indestructible. Okay, 2 cards remain. One card. Galvanic Discharge. Okay. Could be good. Actually, I want to do that before they get more value out of the Nantuko. Just do it now. Pretty sure. So I suppose if it goes to the graveyard, they might be able to bring it back. Evolution Witness and such. Now it's just who draws their 7-drop first, right? If I hit blue with Ugin's Binding, I can get rid of problematic threat. Okay. This can give reach too. Oof. Punished for all of the land fetching that I did. Okay. Kind of needed to do that for the colors though, right? Because we didn't have green and then we didn't have double pip red. So I wasn't able to really hold on to the landscapes. I think there's enough reason to hold on to the lands because of 6. So I guess I'm just planning on eating the gargoyle. Next turn going to 8. I have removal. I'm going to go to 7. Oh, I could have attacked with that because it would have been free. Forgot the Gift of the Viper untaps. Yeah, alright. Oh, it's not looking good, guys. Okay. That was an acceptable draw. Gotta find a reach creature. See, I've got Warped Tusker 6. Bunch of other awkward cards. Shield counter on the gargoyle, probably. Oh, on it, okay. I guess that's good. I can't let the repurposer blocking it's a problem. So if repurposer blocks the rhino, I can then get a second colorless for Devour. Devour then can get rid of the gargoyle. Oof, and we have Galvanic Discharge. Okay. Guess I might want to be able to do 10 mana with the binding if we hit green. Or if we hit blue. So then I'd have 8 mana, 9, 10. So I guess I can always play that. Alright. I like this one bit. I'm just dead on board, right? Devour exiles the gargoyle. Kills the rhino. Can block a 1/1, so I'm just dead. Wait. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 spawn token with sacrifice, but it doesn't itself make a colorless spawn, right? So if I do this, then I wouldn't be able to play the Devourer. If I go here, I'm just dead on board, so I might as well try to see if this spawns a 0/1. I don't think it does. Either way, they have something as well, so yeah. Oh! Mulligan and kind of had rough land draws with the landscapes, had 2 dead cards in hand. Ouch. You know, the breaker would have been better than the Ugin binding there. Right? Because, like, I was debating about whether or not to include the Breaker of Creation, which would be a harder one to cast, but if I had been able to play that, I would have been able to gain life. But if I'd had the Ugin's Binding in play from earlier, then we would play the Devourer of Destiny and would have bounced their whole board. So it's probably about 6s. Okay, we have one of each color. We have a 2-drop into a 3-drop into a 5-drop with 2 ways of pushing through. This looks good. I feel good. I feel optimistic. think I'm going to lead out with the tap land. Because we need double red here. I guess I should have done the Death Toucher, I suppose. Okay. Well, I thought for a second they were stuck. Oh, baby! Oh, this looks okay. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, this will make that into a bigger thing. I don't know if I should Void Pouncer here, or I could Rouse and just trade for the Evangel. That doesn't feel great. Though that prevents them from doing like the Rhino next turn and propagating shield counters, which would really suck. Just kind of feel like if I did the Void Pouncer, I get a bigger board to then make bigger with the Vanguard. Doesn't attack well. I'm gonna try to be greedy and get more with my Rowls. Just get this down on the ground. And then we can Rouse or Void Pouncer next turn as long as the Dryad's not dead. Okay. Writhing Chrysalis is good. Ah! For the proliferation. Smart. Because now it's a 6. So it blocks the Titan's Vanguard. Huh. So if I had Rouse, they would have been able to play the Writhing Chrysalis, but they wouldn't have been able to answer the Vanguard or the Void Pouncer. Okay, so now I gotta get rid of the board for sure. Do I hold on to the forest? Probably not. We have 7 drops. So if I do this, this gets pumped. Well, this itself will be a 6 as well. So I think what I do is I just do this with the kicker. Oh, I guess I know I needed to Rouse to get rid of the Evangel. This gets so big, though. Pumps the board. Looks pretty good. Yeah. But their plan is to recover by... Their plan is to recover by... pumping this up to 6 and then 7, right? Pollution Witness is fine. Mostly fine because it dies. Okay, Thraben Charm. Wouldn't have been able to do the Thraben Charm if I had done the Rouse. But they only have a single blocker, so I think they're just dead. See, that kills everything they block here. Yeah, they're tapped out. Vanguard did its damage. Okay. Final life. What does that make us? 5 and 2? 4 and 2. Gonna take another break before we see we hit the money. Alright, let's see if we can get anything back for this. There's a chance. Okay. Galvanic Discharge into Void Pouncer. Horrific Assault to clear the path. Hopefully we hit a colorless landscape to play the Wumpus Aberration. Seems good. Got one of each color. Gonna lead out with the Galvanic Discharge in case they play an Ocelot Pride or something. Like, there's gotta be some 1-drop in this set that I don't like. Perfect. Hydra. Collective Resistance. Nothing that I really care about killing, right? I guess it kills one of their lands. It's a bit aggressive to just shoot their land drop, but ramping is pretty good in Gruul. Could see if they block first. If they block, I could always do the Siege Smash. Save these for removal later. Because using removal on a 0-1 feels real bad. This already has trample. Next turn is play this, and then we're going to use something for removal. Galvanic Discharge could be useful if they play something that I can kill. Really don't like passing mana. 3 mana pass feels really bad. It's a little loose, but I think I'm going to go for just getting in for the 6 damage. Could have done the Galvanic Discharge to prevent their ramp. Well, it would have stopped a glimpse. Well, they've got a good deck. They've got Hydras, they've got Glimpse, they probably have a Writhing. My hope is between Galvanic Discharge and Horrific Assault, I can get rid of whatever they're ramping to. Which is probably a big Hydra. Don't have double pip green so far. Okay. Do they just do a big Hydra? Growls gets rid of Void Pouncer. That feels fine. They're almost dead. Block 1 damage of it doesn't really matter. I could thin, but I think keeping... I could thin the deck, but then I don't have the colorless hits. So I think I kind of like keeping 2 colorless in case we hit Devourer. I can kill something up to 9 toughness next turn. So I think what they're going to do is play some, like, a large Hydra or something like that. And, like, we're fine. If they have removal for Aberration, that's where we're in trouble. Okay. They're Teamer. They don't have blue. Okay. I don't know how I feel about Splashing Truths. I guess it makes sense it's a 5-drop. Come on, just play Big Hydra. They can't even have the Horrific Assault because they only have 1 green. We got to the money! Woohoo! We got 1,000 gems! Alright, the next one is acceptable. It's not great, but it's acceptable. It's a 10-for-1 trade. And there's the money. Alright. Dang. I've got this on 3 if I don't cycle. Otherwise, I've got the Pouncer on 2. We need to hit a land. This is a dead card. And cycle the Tusker if we make it to 3. Okay. I don't think I'm going to cycle the Landscape here. And we'll just treat like Void Pouncer as a 5-drop. Try to hit Fleshraker on 3. Ah, good. Opponent had a mulligan. Spinning with the Landscape. Turn 1 for Forest. Very good. Okay. Gambling that we're going to draw a land next turn. Otherwise, I'm really shooting myself in the foot. Void Pouncer is a guaranteed play. It's 47% chance we're going to hit a land. So if I did do Void Pouncer and they removed it, then I don't have anything. If I wait, I can then get green. If we have it, then I can Void Pouncer and Horrific Assault. No way that I can get rid of this turn. Oh, no, next turn if I hit a land, I could Void Pouncer and Horrific Assault and bolt their bird. But then Fleshraker is a dead card. Please draw land. This is going to make it less likely to draw land, too. Okay, well, we hit the Galvanic Discharge anyway. Okay, I just totally screwed myself over. But I was thinking that if we didn't draw land, I'd rather be playing a 3-1 than doing nothing. Alright, if I just keep shooting their birds, it might work. Okay, we need a land. Definitely need a land. That's why I didn't cut any lands for the MDFCs, is I feel like losing the land drops in this game sucks. I could siege smash and horrific assault, and then hope they don't have anything else in their hand. I think it's better than just playing 6 outright. It's definitely way more aggressive. But then what am I doing? I don't have any more removal. I've got 3 more cards left. I guess I could have tried to kill their bird as well. But they're already at a point where it doesn't matter that they have the mana dork, I think. Shoot. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. That's a lot of beef. Hey, that would really help. That would really, really help. Maybe I Tusker here to try to find a land? I think it's better to just be able to multiple block the Writhing Chrysalis, though. Unfortunate. Hit 4 lands in the top. No, 3 lands in the top 13. Okay, so they can't adapt the temper. Oh no, they can with the priest. So this is a 6/6. This is a 4/5 that grows bigger. Either way, I'm definitely 2-for-1ing myself here. I think I get rid of the thing that gives them trample. Because then hopefully I can chump block the Chrysalis. Okay, landscape off the top, baby. Alright, well at least we know they don't have a creature. And it answers their board. Cycle Warp Tusker to be able to play the Flesh Raker. Or do I just hold on? Oh, it's so far away. I think I will cycle it and play the Flesh Raker. Although this could be a relatively stalled board state. Okay, Gift of the Viper is going to be pretty nice on the Wumpus Aberration. No, no, no. No, no, no. Damn it. Oh, that's huge. If I'd not played the Flesh Raker and just kept up the gift, I would have been able to blow them out there. Alright, I made some choices here. Shoot. Yeah, okay, well, them having the fight spell that turn was kind of devastating. That's too bad, because if I'd been able to give it the +1/+1, it would have killed the Writhing Chrysalis. Then it would have had a Death Touch counter on it, which would have been really great for pushing damage. And the Ugin's Binding Splash ended up being a dead card more than anything. Still would have been a dead card as a Breaker of Creation, though, too. I think we're just dead on board. Wait. They can blow up one and then blow up another. No, we're dead. We're dead from the Siege Gang. Ah! Return slow, Ral. Dang. Okay, well, 5 wins. Good luck, K-Bright. If I hadn't played the Fleshraker. But I think developing the board makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe keeping up the gift was better. Or maybe we didn't know we had the gift. Anyway, I'll take it. You know, we got close to hitting into the money. It definitely feels better than the 4,000 where you just get nothing. But 1,000 gems is pretty expensive. Anyway, one of these days we'll get back into the money. Thanks for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next Arena Open, if not sooner, for one of my best of 1, best of 3 standard meta reviews and such. Take care.